It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First guy on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Jackson off the play action. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. They're cobbled together a yard there. The play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Motioning the tight end now. Jackson now on 3rd. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Will Lutz get the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, a couple yards short at the 23. right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Allen now on 1st down. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
The motion a receiver left. Now Allen off the play action. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. They'll run here with Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Back to Henry. Nice defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Has it in close. And he's tackled for no gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 22-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Henry has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, So we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Lamar. Screen here for Gibbs. He's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Denver.
First down, here's Lamar. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Jackson's going to throw again. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 7.
This run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lamar off the play fake. Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down throw for Allen. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Throwing now on first down. Allen completes a DK Metcalf. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. No yet this time, they got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. To the air again, Allen. Has it downfield, it's Chase. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Jake. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Again, Allen to the air. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. Here's the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Calvin Austin on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's keeping it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds him on a crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Henry. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Allen on 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throw for Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running left side by Jefferson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar throwing again. It's his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Broncos, first down. First and goal.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Play fake. Jackson. Has it in close. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. They send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers offense headed out. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Finds him over the middle, and he'll get it up to the 27.
The 27-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Broncos take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
First down at the 29-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
He'll throw it. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Tracking for it, and it's good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And it's a designed run for Allen. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Steelers have a first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I can do yours.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here he is to throw. Makes the catch. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Throwing now. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Broncos 20.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Denver set to take the field on offense. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Lamar back to throw. This is for the ball game. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
just about set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Go again here with Henry. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down to 37. 14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
He finds Devontae Smith. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he finds Tyreek. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Saquon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Elliott is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Henry hit, the ball comes free. The Eagles have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Crazy. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Get this out wide to Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
score. Here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. In motion comes Andrews. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1. Jackson now. He'll step up and run. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up to the end.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Jackson. He'll find Case. That's complete. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Up third and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Again, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Parker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A quick slant, caught by Hill. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Man in motion is Smith. We're trying to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. He's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On play action, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught by Puka. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That ball's incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Do you He's practiced these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Big opening up the middle. Past the 40 to the 20. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, Jackson. Out to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Past the 35. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. It's a gain of 7.
So we are through 3. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete, but great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's another.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Jackson looking to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Ravens 7.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Onside kick is
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the draw with Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's Goddard in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fowler. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And 8 at the 39-yard line.
Second down and 8. To the air one more time with Jackson. Exiting the pocket right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.